Welcome back, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Sergeant Casey Thomas with the Suffolk Police Department, and welcome to the second episode of our Cold Case video series. With me today is Detective Chris Shear of our Cold Case Unit. If you're new to the program, the Suffolk Police Department has created a series of these videos to call attention to the cold cases and missing persons, and to bring light and attention back on them as they so much deserve.
In today's video, we were discussing the case of Carlton Holland Jr., who everyone knew as CJ. His life was taken in the early morning hours of New Year's Day 2013. CJ was an incredibly smart young man who was loved by everyone that he met and is missed dearly by his friends and family. We're going to take you out to the scene and hope that you stay with us as we discuss some of the facts of the case. We're eager to have people reach out with new or old information. In the past, we know you might have been reluctant or scared to give this information, but encourage you to come forward today. What you may think is not important may be the key that unlocks the entire case.
We're out here in the 400 block of Linden Avenue, where CJ was believed to have been attending a New Year's Eve party back in 2013. During the party, many gunshots were fired, and CJ was ultimately struck and killed.
On January 1st, 2013, at 3:07 in the morning, officers and rescue personnel were dispatched to the 400 block of Linden Avenue in reference to multiple shots fired. Additional callers reported that a black male had been shot and was lying in the street. When officers arrived on Linden Avenue, they began to receive information that the victim was being transported by a personal vehicle to Oaksey Hospital. While en route, officers encountered EMS, who was stopped with the personal vehicle on Welland Street. The victim, known to us now as CJ, was placed in an ambulance and transported to Centera, Norfolk, where he was later pronounced deceased.
Once officers and detectives arrived at the location we're standing in now, the 400 block, the scene was evaluated and processed thoroughly. The scene was photographed along with notes and measurements and the cartridge cases that were found. There were several pieces of evidence that were collected, including DNA, clothing, again, cartridge cases. The entire time that the Suffolk Police Department personnel were on scene, there were unfortunately no witnesses that came forward or could be located. The house that the party was at had been vacated, but it was obvious to investigators that there had been a large party in this very area and held here in this location. We know in this case there are numerous witnesses that have not been located or were not forthcoming with us, and we're asking that if you know anything about this case or were a witness to this murder, please contact us and help us solve this case for CJ and his family.
Next, we're going to hear from Tisha Holland, a cousin of CJ's, about the loss that the family suffered and the pain that they continually deal with on a daily basis as his killer remains free.
Yes, we miss him. On the night that he got killed, it was a tragic to our family. He was like a light to the family. He was smart. He was the life of the party. He was our glue to the family, actually. We do miss him. We want closure. We just want to know who and why, and it's not fair to us that we don't know, and we just want some peace.
Yes, he meant a lot to us. He meant a whole lot to us. I get emotional, my baby. Yeah, they really took a piece of our family. Everybody loved him. He was dearly loved from everybody. I mean, everybody. He was smart. His favorite show was like Who Wants to Be a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I always tell him all the time, like, he's the smartest out of our family.
Yes.
Yeah, we miss him. We miss him so much. We miss him so much. Like I said, we still celebrate his death every New Year's. We still celebrate his birthday. He's still here. We visit him all the time at his gravesite. Like I said, if somebody know anything, could they please just come forward and help us out? You know, it's been a long time. It's been a long time, and I felt like he didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it at all. I don't know, it's so much to CJ. He was funny. Like I said, everybody loves him. He can go anywhere, any neighborhood. What else did he do, girl? CJ was crazy.
Yes, he would joke. He loved to joke.
He also was a poetryist. He wrote his own poetry. I actually have his book. He wrote his own poetry. He even wrote his own poem for his homegoing service. He was an artist too. He was an artist. Like I said, he was a loving person, and everybody, to know him was to love him. To know CJ was to love him. I mean, to love him. Like, me, honestly, I couldn't believe, you know, somebody actually did that to him. Yeah. Like, you know, and we just want some peace. We just want some peace.
Yeah, that's basically it. We want closure. His mom deserved it. We deserve it. So, just come forward.
We're hoping that the facts that we discussed in the case of CJ will get you talking and thinking. If you have any information on this case or any other cases, please feel free to contact us. You can call us directly at the numbers that will be given to you at the end of this video. If you wish to remain anonymous, you can contact Crime Line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP, or you can download the P3 Tips app on your mobile device.
We know the information's out there, and we're hopeful that these videos in this series will help you to help us bring closure to these families. No matter how small you think something is, it could be the major break in this case. We thank you for your time, and we'll see you on our next episode. Until then.